Welcome back, and we are going to continue covering the expected Arab Islamic Summit to take place in Doha. And as you see in our urgent or breaking news, that President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is on his way to the Qatari capital to participate in the important summit. And to continue with covering the event, we are very much delighted to have with us by phone Dr. Hassan Waguih, Professor of International Relations. Thank you very much for being with us, sir, and a very good morning.
Good morning, and thanks for having me.
Sir, many political analysts and critics said that the rhetoric is not going to be the answer for what took place last Tuesday. And there should be a mechanism, whether it's economic, whether it's diplomatic, to confront the Israeli aggression. To what extent do you agree with that, sir?
Yes, of course, this crisis, all crises carry out threats, but all crises also carries out opportunities. And I think this is a very important wake-up call for the entire Arab system to invigorate itself, to come up with a new image. Yes, in all aspects, not in one aspect or two aspects, and in a cumulative way, there should be some kind of the military alliances. There should be economic alliances. There should be use, wise use of diplomatic resources. These countries have a lot of fortunes, and they can deploy economic and diplomatic roadmap in a different way and direct it to the entire world. And this is what I expect from this summit.
Do you expect also, sir, that the summit is going to end with some of the Arab countries which already normalized ties with Israel to downgrade their relations with Israel and to show that they are going practically to show support with clear support to the Gulf state of Qatar after the Israeli attack on it?
Yes, I think that with the existence of political will and good calculations, yes, this could very well happen. We are in a world that is governed by zero-sum mentalities, and the only way out when it comes to negotiation and the crisis management is to play variable sum, is to put a stop on the behavior of the zero-sum player. And the zero-sum player is really went beyond all imagination when it comes to chaos, doing unbelievable humanitarian crisis, causing a lot of genocide, a lot of problems that this could not be dealt with by just accepting what was there before.
Sir, how do you see Benjamin Netanyahu or the Israeli cabinet language to the public saying that they are going to pursue Hamas leaders in any place, and they already implemented that on the ground? How do you see this as arrogance and as brutal or flagrant violation to international norms, international laws, and sovereignty of other countries?
You know, I would like to remind them and to remind the Israelis that before the brutal occupation in 1977, there was nothing called the Hamas, there was nothing called Hezbollah. Whether you are considering them terrorists or not, yes, there will be other movements to resist the brutal occupation, which continued to be brutal for the last 70 years. So I think that getting rid of Hamas and getting rid of any other sect, no, you can negotiate with those people and you can come to a solution, because they are dispersed themselves into the entire texture of the Palestinian, because this is some sort of resistance.
Yeah.
Yes, we can, people can make lists of terrorist organizations and stuff like that, but again, in the final analysis, we have to be very, very honest and be clear about it.
Yeah.
Brutal occupation triggers movements, triggers resistance.
Sir, how do you see
like that. Movements like that?
Yes, sir. Sir, how do you see the timing of this summit only a week before the UN General Assembly gathering? I mean, is it going to be a platform, I mean, the summit of today, or a chance to coordinate efforts and to reach a final communique, a unified word to let the Arab and Islamic nations introduce themselves better in the UN General Assembly, and to make sure that they are going to have tangible steps on the ground to defend themselves and to try to restore regional stability and security?
Of course, yes. There should be some form of complex diplomacy to be deployed on the ground. And I think that, as I've said, mostly this is a wake-up call for using diplomatic resources and economic more than anything else. We have a lot of fortunes. These fortunes should be well deployed to make the required pressure for peace, the required pressure for win-win. You can use it for good and for the entire world. And I think that this should be announced very clear, but steps should be taken on the ground.
Also, Arab and Islamic leaders said that what happened last Tuesday is part and parcel of the Israeli arrogance or the Israeli aggression in general. And they said that if the core of the conflict in the Middle East has not changed or has not been solved, then it's going to continue from bad to worse. And to end the Israeli-Palestinian conflict in a way based on the two-state solution is the only way to achieve peace and stability. How do you see this as part and parcel of the talks of today?
Yes, this should be there, should be in the agenda, should be on the table. And I think that let us also do something about extremism and religiosity and mixing religion with politics. And there is no way there are mainstream people who really have good faith in the West who really are against that. This should be mobilized, because when you are using religious processes which could be debated along international dialogue of cross-cultural communication and interfaith communication. I think that, you know, one of the Italian writers wrote something very important about it, and he was the team for this great call for peace, and he mentioned that these kind of processes are very dangerous, and it reminds us with this popular lyric which says we are all living in a yellow submarine. This could get the whole world into a track that will be not in the favor of anyone. So I think
endless vicious circle of violence, unfortunately. Well, Dr. Hassan Waguih, Professor of International Relations, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. And we are going to end our episode with this breaking news, as President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi is heading to Qatar to participate in the emergency Arab Islamic Summit to be held in the Qatari capital Doha, to discuss and to denounce the Israeli attack on Qatar, which took place last Tuesday. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Mohammed al-Shinawi said that the participation of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi in the summit is stressing the full solidarity of Egypt with the brotherly nation of Qatar, whether as leadership or people, and also to continue with renewing the very firm stance regarding this aggression. Ambassador El-Shinawi also said that the president is going to address the gathering and to review again the Cairo vision regarding the latest developments in the Middle East, and to renew the Egyptian firm stances in supporting security, regional security and stability. The president also now is going to have a number of meetings with the participants in the summit on the sidelines of the event. By this, we come to the end of our breakfast show for today, but we are going to continue on Nile TV International, following up minute by minute the events or the events which are going to take place in Qatar and the summit which is going to kick off in a few hours from now. We'll meet again same time on Nile TV International. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermeen Abdurrahman.